confidence.
Are you a doubter?
I'm just a hater.
Oh, you're a hating-ass hater.
Just a straight hating-ass hater.
I know you are the most infamous devil's advocate among our friend group.
I love the devil, and I really have to defend him.
At what point in your life, Nick, did this develop?
My speculative nature, or acting on that in a way that pushes people away and makes me unlovable.
Oh, no! Oh,
because I think they're like two distinct things.
Divert!
Combined into one delicious sundae of self-loathing.
Oh.
You know, I
get it.
You get it.
This is way too close to home. I'm just here to talk about video game news from 2 months ago. That's our intro. This is the Console Crusade podcast. No idea which episode this is because I'm still sitting on 3 backlogged episodes with
well, maybe like 2. We might just have to cut that Max one. Who knows? Have you even listened to it?
No, but that one's going to take some serious editing.
Love you, Max, but goddamn, you gotta not lean away, lean forward, touch the table.
Okay, at what point did you tell him to quit fucking vaping?
No, it was you.
Oh, was
I just like stared daggers at him.
Jesus Christ. No, yeah, we'll see. So we're sitting on those episodes. Our last episode of the time of this recording was with Andrew Chavez. And listen, I listened to that episode and I laughed a lot. There were some good moments in that episode.
We recorded that like right after Monster Hunter came out, didn't we?
Beginning of February.
Yeah.
So guys, all right. I feel like I owe our 3 listeners an explanation, okay? I'll keep it brief. I've been working like a crazy person. I was in 12 cities last month. I think I worked for 27 days straight, 26 days, and didn't sleep much. It's just the way it is. That's just how it happened.
But not sleeping much isn't like revelatory. It seems like pretty bare minimum.
But here's the thing. Generally, I will still allot that 8 hours to be
horizontal.
That's exactly it. So I'll be like, okay, I have to go to bed now, and I'm going to stay in bed until 7 or 8 hours from now, even though I'm tossing, turning. I wake up in the middle of the night. I read a book. I listen to a podcast. You know, I get up, watch TV on the couch.
So can I ask you a question then?
What's up?
In the past 2 months that we haven't recorded, what video games have you played? Have you like picked up your Switch and like looked at it?
So I did all this.
Just honestly, because I haven't played much either. But
sure. I'm trying to think. Because last we talked, I was playing a lot of fighters. But as soon as I started freaking jet setting,
you're bugging me pretty frequently about like hopping in and playing Mario Kart and Rocket League with you and your brother.
Yeah, we were playing a lot of Rocket League. We're playing a lot of Mario Kart, doing a lot of battle mode every night. But as soon as I started traveling for work, and then I started contracting out of this new office, and like just literally all day, every day, you know, I thought to myself, the Switch is perfect. I'm gonna bring it.
You were literally flying.
Yeah. So the first trip I went on, I'm like, I'm gonna bring my Switch. Well, then I get to the studio to pack up all the gear, and it turns out that we can't bring batteries, or we can't check big batteries onto a plane. They have to be carried on. So we're carrying batteries for big stabilizing gimbals, 2 giant cameras, a drone. All of these have to be checked into our one carry-on and carried with us. So I left half of my shit at the studio the first trip because I was like, I can't carry these batteries and all my things. So I was like, I'm not going to check the Switch because I don't need a Switch once I fucking land. I need a Switch on all of these layovers. So I didn't play Switch for a good long while. I did, however, play the Kirby demo for Star Alliance.
Star Allies.
Star Alliance.
Close. Good enough.
Really didn't like it. Did you play that?
The demo, yeah.
Did you pick up the actual game?
No, I think I played a little bit with Andrew because he got a copy of it.
Okay.
And it's Kirby. Kirby is Kirby.
And that's what I was excited for. But honestly, having the 4 characters on screen, and
it is a bit like overwhelming at how much is going on.
It's too dense. It took away from that classic Kirby formula. It wasn't for me. I really didn't enjoy it, which is weird because I loved the last 2 on 3DS. Like, just port those. Give those the Star Allied treatment. I'll play those again.
I don't know if they would do that because they make a Kirby game like every year or 2. They'll probably just move on and make another one. They don't have to port Robobot or
that's true.
Whatever the something star.
Triple star.
Triple deluxe.
Triple deluxe. There we go. Yeah, those were great. No, this one just wasn't for me, and it was disappointing because I was so excited for just a really bite-sized, easily digestible. Just I don't have to think about it because even like when you're really busy, and for me, games. I don't want to say they're not a downtime activity because like they totally are, but when you're burnt out, you don't want to have to think. So games like Zelda, even games like Mario, is just like too much to want to play. I want to really veg out and not have to think, right?
Disengage a little bit.
Exactly. So I was hoping Kirby would be that, but it didn't tickle me.
Right.
So I did, however, I had a buddy over just the other day, and he still has a Wii and plays a Wii.
Wow.
He plays like Mario Kart when
Just Dance.
No, I don't. Yeah, right. Just Dance 2018. No, they play Drunk Driver and stuff, and that's cool and all. But he came over. He's a funny dude. He's got
still playing like on a CRT, or has he got it?
No,
hooked up to a real TV?
I wish he's got it hooked up to a real TV, so it looks like shit, and the input lag is awful. I went over and played at his house like last month, and it was just I had to be deeply inebriated to even entertain the thought. Freaking waggle controls and nunchucks. It was terrible. But he came over to my place. We're eating some pizza, drinking some whiskey. And I said, wait, have you ever seen a Switch? We were talking about old video games. I was like, have you even seen? He's like, what's a Switch? He's got this accent. He's from like Tennessee or some shit. He's like, what's a Switch, man? I was like, just you wait. So I show him, and he's like, he's picking it up and he's taking the controllers. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know how I feel about these little things. I was like, dude, just wait. And we pop it up on the TV. He was blown away.
I can't imagine going from Mario Kart Wii to like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
He's like, this is fucking beautiful. And we're sitting there playing, and he's wrong. He's hooting and hollering, and I'm like having a legitimately great time. I'm like, this is what this machine is for right here. Getting with the homies, having a gay old time. He calls his wife when we're done. He's like, baby, we're getting a Switch. And I was like, yes. Another one bites the dust.
Fucking evangelist over here.
Yeah, like, carry on without me. Like, I don't have time, but
be free.
Enjoy it in my stead.
That's pretty cool.
I haven't really played that at all.
Yeah, I've mostly just been kind of picking up Monster Hunter occasionally. Just because they introduce new things, introduce new monsters and weapons and armor sets and that kind of stuff. And it's just you understand, you play Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you get the kind of like, I'll come back and see what's changed. Not a lot has changed, but it's like, it still feels good to play.
The grind is fun.
Yeah,
it's addicting. I imagine you kind of burnt yourself out. You went so ham on Monster Hunter, but you also beat like Bloodborne and the DLC, right? I
started the DLC. I actually picked that up a little bit too. I played for a few hours with Andrew.
Okay.
But I just haven't been in the mood for that. So I just haven't been playing. I've been playing mostly just a few indie games that are really easy. I picked up Blossom Tales. I don't know if I talked about that. Probably not. This is the last time. That's that Zelda-like, similar to like Link to the Past or Link's Awakening.
There were a lot of those clones.
This one's a pretty good one though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's actually like a lot of those clones. I feel like there should be, and maybe there are like some that just don't get a lot of attention, but there was enough people talking about this one saying like, no, this is a good one.
Okay.
That I picked it up. It's got a really good soundtrack. It's not challenging by any means, but it's entertaining. I think I beat it in like 8 or 10 hours.
Okay. Because you never even beat Link to the Past, did you?
No.
You tried.
Got to like beat the Sand Temple thing.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really like the game. It's fine. It's just.
I can look at it and recognize that it's a good game, but just not be captured by it at all.
I appreciate the things they were doing for the time, which I guess makes it a quote unquote good game, but like, it's another one of those, like, there's no direction.
It's less timeless than a lot of other Super Nintendo games that I look back on and feel better about. We've disagreed about this very fact, talking about like Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
But it's hard to compare because one is just you're running to the right, and Zelda's like, oh, I have to pick up a bunch of pots. Oh, I found the pot. You're just wall humping and blowing up everything and being like, oh, I feel rewarded by doing everything.
I have no idea how a child would have possibly beaten that game. There was literally zero direction. You just kind of walk around, you run into things, you find a thing here, and then half the time, I would forget that even this item correlates with this thing without looking at a guide.
You're a pretty dumb kid.
Don't put that out there. I was not a dumb kid.
You weren't a smart kid.
I wasn't a patient kid. Hey, man. Talented and gifted. Bitch.
They let anyone into that. I hate to break it to you.
I actually remember intentionally bombing that test because I thought tag was going to be like more school. I hated school. And you remember at our elementary school, there was like was she a counselor or a resource?
Got a name? Because that's not ringing any bells.
Last name's failing me, but I feel like her first name was like Dee or D something. Okay, anyway.
There weren't a lot of adults in that space that you really knew on a first name basis.
Our moms
that makes it rare. So like that would be a better indicator than.
Yeah.
Because I think I knew my teachers' first names, but that was like after the fact, like my mom talking about them. Like, who are you? Who is this person?
Well,
who is Frida?
Right?
Miss Kagan. Okay, I know her.
Yeah.
Not this weird lady you met at the supermarket.
Well, it's because our moms were in the PTC, right? And so everyone was on the first name basis. So it was weird for me to not, it was Tammy, not Miss Curtis, okay?
Apparently my mom's still been working with Miss Curtis. Or was working with Miss Curtis, yeah. She's still the same headstrong woman,
Feisty.
Yeah, feisty woman.
I had a crush on her when I was a little kid. She was like, I don't know, she was really young. Last I heard, maybe you mark it there for Miss Curtis, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. Oh, God. I hope to God no one ever hears this. I realize we're broadcasting this to like a bunch of people who went to our elementary school.
Who?
Wait, didn't Leaf go to?
No.
Oh my God, really?
I went to Hollydale.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Chris was still living in Texas, I think. Drew went to Hollydale.
Listen, Chris, if you're listening to this, I have distinct memories of meeting him at church.
California.
Pretty sure that's wrong.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because he reminded me that we met at a school dance that I was dragged to my freshman year.
Yeah, by what's her butt?
Once upon a time. Yeah, we don't need to go there. That was a weird as fuck night. Okay, this is revealing. Pretended to get food poisoning so that I...
Would you eat a La Coretta?
That would
have been really convincing.
Okay. This is off the rails. Concert Crusade. Go! Do you remember the old IHOP that turned into a Japanese restaurant that got demolished and turned into a bank or something?
I actually don't know.
Shit, really? Okay. It was like Koji something for a while.
It does not ring any bells.
Yeah,
only IHOP.
I think it was by the Salvation Army, I feel like. That might be wrong.
Back then, was the Salvation Army even where it was now?
No idea. Because
they moved. It used to be off of Powell.
I don't know.
Like a while, not that long ago, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, we went to that Japanese restaurant and I pretended to get food poisoning so that I could basically avoid having to go in and like awkwardly have to be like, listen to my date, be like, this is not happening. You know what I mean? I have to dance. I wasn't a dancer anyway. I didn't even dance with anybody. Not even the girls I was seeing.
Hardcore dancing at a school dance.
Yeah, it's the thing. I was like, if I can't freaking mosh, I don't care. And then one of the guys who was in the party was bragging about cheating on his girlfriend. So we were, me and my boy, Matt, whistle blew, got him in big trouble. He's a real scumbag. Anyway, so that's how we got there. Anyway, Chris, that's how I met you. And now you're listening to this stupid podcast. In the 2 months since we last spoke, because we don't talk if it's not on the podcast.
We have not talked very much.
I know, and it sucks.
Because you're just traveling, you're seeing the world, and I'm just stuck in fucking Gresham.
Bro, I was seeing the inside of airports and the inside of warehouses.
I haven't seen the inside of an airport in a dozen years.
Oh, shit, okay. You can go down to PDX any old time. Pop your head in, see what's happening.
Not me.
Oh, shit.
I'd get tackled by Leaf.
Oh, that's great.
Tear my shoes off. Give me a fucking cavity search.
Oh. Ooh, baby. That's my
Well, that would be after.
Yeah. That'll be his way of making it up to you for tackling.
After a few drinks.
Oh, shit. No, we, because I've been on a fucking monkey schedule,
What does that mean? What is a monkey schedule? Did you just make that up?
It's like you're wearing your monkey suit.
You go to the zoo, you're like, what's this monkey doing? He's on his own schedule.
Stop laughing.
This is a stupid phrase. I'm sorry.
So I've been mostly, we were talking about this earlier about how I don't sleep. I've been sleeping not more hours, but more consistently because I've been in a routine and be like, okay, I got to be up at 6, so I'm going to be in bed by 11 and hope for the best. 2. Right. So I'm not up at all hours of the night where we used to message and stuff and, send memes. Now you send me something and I get it in the morning.
And you're like, haha, good one. And then I'm asleep. And then I wake up. I'm like, I'm not going to dignify this response. It's 8 hours later.
Yeah. That's been a bummer. But
AKA communicating with your friends when you're in your 20s.
Right. Well, since we last dove into the, as I clean my glasses here, the world of gaming news, we missed the Nintendo Direct. I know this is not even close.
By like a month.
Oh, yeah. This isn't close to relevant. But I want to talk about it because it's the most relevant to us as Nintendo stans.
Hell yeah. Nintendo stan is my favorite Middle Eastern country.
Take me to there.
Till Trump bombs it.
Oh, my God. We don't get into this, all right? Leave Nintendo stans alone.
I've been saying that on Facebook so much.
Oh, I think we're going to make this meme when we're done here. Throw it out without context.
It's a bad meme. It's only funny to us.
That's the best kind of meme.
Speak for yourself.
It's like that Michael Scott bit where he's like, inside jokes. I love inside jokes. I hope to be a part of one someday.
That's good. That's a good line.
Okay, so when the Direct happened, I was sitting in the office editing away.
Yeah, that's right. You're at work, like around other people, which
other humans
was like a kind of a new thing for you in that context, also.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here, and to top it off, so at this place when I go into edit, I share an office space with their editor. It's just the two of us in this little office, and it's tucked in the very back of the building, so we're kind of doing our own thing. People rarely bother us. That's nice. That's a plus. I don't like being bothered. I like just working. The Direct, I remember texting you guys and saying, shit, I took my lunch too early because I forgot the Direct was that day because I was going to take my lunch during the Direct.
Yeah, it was at noon, I think. I stayed up after work.
I feel like it was at 2. Was it at noon?
Pretty sure it was at like around noon or 1.
I thought it was later because I took my lunch at noon with a gal in the office and then I realized, shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was at 3.
Is it 3 that late?
I think so. Yeah, it was either at noon or 3 because I either stayed up and watched it or I woke up way too early and watched it.
That must have been it. Because it was definitely later.
There's literally no way of knowing. Neither of us have smartphones on silent, and we can just silently pluck away and figure it out.
Yeah. So I was sitting there and thinking, well, I can't watch it, right? Because I don't want
you'll get in trouble.
I don't want the boss to walk in and be like, "What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing there, bud? Just watching Nintendo news." So I
working hard.
I figured if I put it on my phone and I set my phone off to the side underneath my monitor. No problem. It's just there. I'm listening to it. I can check in if they show something especially cool. No problem. So I pop it on the phone, and like at this point, if you got my Snapchats, I don't recall, but I was living in like Post-it note graveyard. I was doing this project. I was learning about fucking tractors or some shit. I can't even remember now. But I was like taking detailed notes on product numbers and revisions and all these things. So I was like literally just Post-it notes everywhere, all over my monitor, the thing on the table, the whatever. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, foolproof plan. I'm going to sneakily watch the Direct on my phone underneath my monitor where no one can see it. And I'm going to pretend I'm taking notes, right? You see here on the important stuff. But really, I'm taking notes on the Nintendo Direct.
Little do they know, I'm not writing about tractors at all.
Oh, boy.
Unless there's a new tractor in Smash Bros.
That's right, dude. So I'm sitting here watching things. I'm taking notes, right? Nothing interesting. It's a bunch of 3DS bullshit. Okay, whatever. We're taking notes.
WarioWare, though?
Wario, that was cool. I'm hoping that's a
good collection.
I'll bust out the 3DS for WarioWare.
Yeah, probably. Rather go back to WarioWare than like anything Mario else? Party collection or even like Mario and Luigi. Like those games can live in the past. WarioWare,
sure,
always deserves a life.
The Mario and Luigi remake. It seems so weird to me that they are remaking that game because it's still playable on that generation of hardware. Why are they remaking it?
It's weird.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. You can go buy it for fucking $20 and pop it in your DS right now.
Had all the assets from the remake of regular or Superstar Saga, and they're just like, let's do Bowser's Inside Story.
It's just weird. But anyway, I'm sitting there taking notes, thinking, no problem. I'm still getting work done. I'm in between, right? I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be my 10, okay? Right?
So watching it silently on your phone under the table, not the ideal way to watch a Direct either.
It really was.
You get a lot of good audio cues. You get some cool moments, especially the Octoling expansion.
Yeah,
the Octo expansion for Splatoon had a real dope fucking song going on for it. Hype as hell. I mean, you're just watching. You're like, why the fuck is this bitch walking so slow?
Well, no, I had headphones in, but here's what happened. The owner of the company walks in on a conference call, big frantic, whatever's going on. He comes in, shuts both office doors, and I'm just sitting there like moving my Post-it notes, covering the Post-its, covering the phone. And he's just like, he's mouthing to me, just, do your thing. Keep doing your thing. And he's in there with the editor, and they're both on the conference call, and they're talking. I can't even edit, though, because I have a really clicky-clacky keyboard. I got one of them gamer keyboards, right? I want everyone to know that I mean business.
Cherry reds.
So I'm sitting there just... and I'm like...
Machine gun fire.
Yeah, dude. I keep looking back like, shit, they're going to hear that on the phone. So I'm like, I'm going to quit typing, and I'm just going to pretend I'm reading, but really watch my direct here.
Got your little textbook with the phone.
Yeah, I was like, hopefully they don't ever hear this, but don't worry, I wasn't wasting company time. Okay, I was taking a break. I was trying to not clock in the client's ear. Okay, I was being considerate.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, should we just jump to the Smash, or do you want to go through the direct?
Well, I mean, there was some other little cool things like Tennis Aces looks decent. I think I'm going to pick that up.
When does that come
out? That's June.
Okay.
And then what else they show? They showed that Solaire amiibo. That's funny. That's cool.
That's cool.
I'm into that.
That's
third-party amiibos don't happen very frequently.
No, and when they do,
got it for Monster Hunter and Shovel Knight. I don't think there's been anything else, unless like Pokemon's kind of, but not really.
Not really. Well, I was gonna say we got
Monster Hunter was Japan exclusive, so they can fuck off, right?
We got like Cloud and shit.
Yeah, because they're in Smash.
Final Fantasy, yeah. So, but
for like separate series, Shovel Knight wasn't in Smash.
That's true,
and he never will be.
No, don't do that to me. That's like all I want. Like that game is like a modern classic.
That'd be really cool, but I feel like there's a higher chance of Shantae getting in there before Shovel Knight. Older series.
That's true. And I'm fine with that. I'm like, add all the characters who have ties to Nintendo platforms. That's why I didn't like Cloud. And that's why it took me a while to come around on Ryu.
I'm fine with Cloud because it's indicative of Final Fantasy. That is the most recognizable Final Fantasy character.
We haven't got Final Fantasy on Nintendo console since 1995 or some shit.
They're all on like DS.
Well, we had okay, you know what I'm talking about. Final Fantasy hasn't even been close to synonymous with Nintendo since.
Hasn't been good since 1995.
That's also true because we had like Crystal Chronicles on the fucking GameCube.
Yeah, you get like the weird offshoots, and then
we had the remakes on the Game Boy Advance
and on the DS.
Were they remakes or were those just ports?
Well, they were kind of both. It was an
HD DVD.
Well, nice, dude. No, they're like ports, but the audio is a little bit worse because the GBA doesn't have as good audio system as SNES.
Terrible sound shit.
But they had like improved translations, and they fixed some like bugs.
Gotcha. And they got the naming conventions correct.
Mm-hmm. And then you get stuff like the Chrono Trigger port on the DS, which was kind of the best of both worlds from the SNES and the PlayStation versions.
Yeah, it was the definitive edition. Did I tell you I went in...
Chrono Trigger.
I went in... Okay. I got to tell this on the podcast. Because it's a little embarrassing. Guy? Yeah. I went in and had a tattoo.
Yeah, my boy's got sick ink now. He's all tatted up.
Yeah, dude, right up the face and my neck, dude.
Yeah, that teardrop's really concerning me, but I'll let it slide.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you what happened in LA last month.
But there is a dead man now.
No face ink, no dead people. But I went in... And it's like the shop's already closed because I was in there waiting for like an hour and the shop's already closed. I just was like, I was on a whim, dude. I was feeling if I don't get tattooed before the year 25 is over for me, I'm not gonna get
year
tattooed.
25.
You know what I mean? I thought I'd be sleeved up by 25, and I'm glad I'm not because now I can make more rational decisions about the
because you've seen other 25-year-olds with sleeves and how their life is going.
Yeah, because
how many kids they have. And
well, it's not just
with that. How many women.
But I feel like when you're younger and you think tattoos are cool, you just want to get covered as quickly as you can. So it's like
some people think that,
right?
I think you were plugged into that. I was never looking at like
if you're into tattoos, right?
Yeah.
And I was that way too. There were some dumbass tattoos. I'm glad I didn't fucking get.
You also like pierced your own face like 6 times.
Not 6 times.
I said like. Okay. I was using hyperbole as a comedic kind of measure, but it was more than once.
Yeah, but I wanted to be.
It was like 3 times, I think.
I want to be a cool guy.
How many times you pierce your lip and your mom's like, "You're gonna paralyze your face."
Oh my god, dude! That's when it all started. That's when it all.
I'm gonna give myself nerve damage. Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Hella anxiety over all sorts of health related issues. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, no. Anyway, I'm glad I didn't. But I was feeling crazy. I'm like, you know what? The ones I want now, I've been sitting on for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Like, I want this, and I still want it at 25. I feel fine getting it. So I went in, and I got it. But anyway, we're talking. And I'm looking okay. It was a beautiful day out. I had a lunch date. I was looking good, right? It was as good as I can look, right?
Really feeling yourself.
Yeah, and so
I get it.
So I go in there, and I certainly don't look like the guy who plays video games, let alone has a podcast where he kind of talks about video games that he doesn't.
You look socially acceptable.
Right. I look like a real person.
Contributing member of society.
Exactly. So that was so far off this guy's radar, and this guy's pretty hip dude, tatted up, whatever.
Weird, right? A tattoo artist.
I know, it's weird. We get in there, and we're just making small talk, chit-chatting. I notice he's got Ash and Pikachu Gen 1 sprites tattooed on his arm. I was like, oh.
I know those guys.
I was like, nice, dude. Like, that's great. That's cool. Like, in my head, I'm like, is this a kitschy little thing? Or is he a gamer? So you made fun of me for this because I was like, hey, man, you a gamer? I had to make it awkward, right?
Right. Good icebreaker.
Yeah.
That's what I say to people just in public.
Are you a gamer?
Hey, man, are you a gamer?
I open my trench coat. It's like a Mountain Dew.
It's like an accusation.
Yeah, right. Don't say it too loud.
Tip my fedora.
All right. So we started talking about it. He's like, well, I told him that I did a podcast, and he was very surprised. Things loosened up after that. We started talking about video games. He's like, oh yeah, check this out. He pulls up his sleeve. He's got a big old fucking frog on his thing. And I'm not standing very close to the guy. All I see is a frog. And we're talking about video games, so my first thought is Battletoads. I was like, oh, is that Battletoads? And he's like, no. And it wasn't like it was like the way your mom would say no, like very expectantly, just no. Kind of irritated because you know better. And
but it's so funny because that's like the most trolling fucking thing you could say too.
Yeah.
It was a Battletoads. Like the old fucking 4chan meme of calling up GameStops asking for Battletoads and they'd get fucking pissed.
We did that so often when we were like juniors in high
and you
school.
did that to a man who was stabbing your arm repeatedly with needles.
No wonder this thing looks like shit. No. And I immediately, as soon as it said Battletoads, I was like, fuck Chrono Trigger.
Right. Akira Toriyama designed Battletoads. Was that Zit or Pimple? I don't remember.
Yeah, right. Oh, I felt like
it's just Frog.
Just Frog. Yeah. So I felt like an asshole. But it was good. So we talked a little bit about that and stuff. But he told me that I need to play Chrono Trigger.
Which you do. I've played more Chrono Trigger than you have, which is surprising to me.
I haven't played a ton.
Because you were bugging me about that. You're like, dude, it's so great. So it's like only like 8 hours to play.
It's not that long.
It's not that long. And I was like, okay, I'll play it. And I played like 4 hours or so. And I was like talking to you about it. And you're like, oh, I never even got that far. Like, what the fuck did you do? Did you play it for half an hour and you're sitting on your phone on Twitter? You're like, well, I've played Chrono Trigger now.
No,
delete this.
I was all excited about it because everyone was like, it's a really short RPG.
I got you to play Earthbound. And that's like at least 20 hours.
You did. I beat that game.
Yeah, you did.
That was when I was still
just huddled up on the Wii U on the gamepad, looking real good because everything's blurry on it, so it's just like a CRT.
Yeah,
best way to play a game.
Beautiful.
Noise.
Well, that was like obviously way before the Switch, but I could whip that out. I could whip the Wii U out, play on the couch while Sarah watched TV. Right?
You got your two favorite things. You got some cute little Super Nintendo game, and you got The Office.
I need to hack up my Super Nintendo Classic. Hack it up.
Yeah. Plug it into your computer and drag and drop some
right. Because I've got my 8-bit Dell controller, and so I can just throw that.
At that point, doesn't your computer have Bluetooth? Just plug it into your fucking computer. I want a laptop.
That's true. You
can put your laptop anywhere.
That I hadn't considered.
Think
I can run an emulator on a Mac.
I'm sure there's got to be one.
Oh my goodness!
There's probably a website you can fucking play all that shit on.
We're terrible gamers here. I'm transitioning to the world.
You can't even buy the games on the current console that you own.
That's true. I'm not gonna feel bad about it then. But
you probably will because you're a mark as much as I am because we're both proud citizens of Nintendo Stan.
Nintendo Stan, why'd you salute?
Because that's what you do as a member of Nintendo Stan.
We salute.
Otherwise, Reggie will chop you in half.
Oh my! Throw fireballs at you.
What about Mother 3? That was so fun. That was so cool that they did that in a E3 presentation.
Yeah,
they got the guys from Adult Swim to meme up their own shit. And they're just totally fine with it.
Troll everybody.
That was great.
So where were we going with all that? Nintendo Direct?
Cloud not being in Smash. Which I think that if they took him out and replaced him with like Chrono, I think that'd be really cool. I mean, but I also doubt that that's going to happen because this game's been worked on for maybe a year tops. Pokemon for Switch has been worked on longer than this game has.
But they're taking so much of that framework from that first game that they're not developing from the ground up. It's a lot of just, we're going to design new menus. But
and they take their fucking time working on it, especially with Sakurai.
Yeah.
He's a slow man.
But if Sakurai, do we even know if he's involved?
Yes, he's confirmed that he's involved.
Okay, so that guy's been trying to quit for fucking 15 years. I mean,
but they just keep showing him a number, and he's like, I want to make that much money because I'm not doing anything else with my studio, so I might as well make Smash Bros. And make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, and the thing, I imagine that's appealing like that for Smash 5, right? 5?
I mean, it's the 5th one if you count
right.
Wii U and 3DS as one,
I'm bad
which I kind of do.
Yeah, the thing about that is, again, he probably looks at it and says, we're bringing over the same roster. I don't have to do any, I mean, if anything, minor balancing.
Or like last minute inclusions that they couldn't get from the first time. Like, we can get Ice Climbers in this time.
Back. They'll definitely come out with some new, like we'll get some new characters.
Up-res the 3DS stages, throw those on there.
Right. It's basically a port.
Just throw Smash Tour into the fucking garbage can because no one wanted that.
Smash Tour is awful. Smash Run
was pretty cool.
Great.
Pretty cool.
And
I didn't like how the ending was like random. They're like, oh, now it's a race and now it's a fight. And that was kind of dumb, but like the cool time limit, gathering power-ups, that was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed that very much. That
was like, this is almost like Subspace Emissary. But multiplayer and like a time limit.
Let's not get
nothing like Subspace Emissary. But it was like, a big stage that you're running around fighting NPCs.
Okay, say we get right off the bat. I want them to 5
bring back target practice.
Real target practice.
Real target practice. Yeah. Smash Bros is so much better when it has a shit ton of like mini games and things that you can do by yourself.
Yeah.
Because until they get their online fucking working right, the only time I'm playing against other people is if we're all gathered around the same TV or if we're all sitting in the same room.
Dude, my nose is running like a motherfucker, and I don't have any tissues. This is quite the conundrum we found ourselves in.
Just keep sniffling. That'll make for great audio.
I was going to say,
I'll just yawn a bunch, and I can start chewing on something.
I was like, can you give me the LaCroix so I can slurp and burp over here?
I can vape. We want to take 5 so you can go whiz. You've been holding the pee. I know you've been doing
I have been holding the pee.
We can come back fresh and talking about Smash Bros. After we've unloaded and warmed up. And
we're going to do that.
Trigger.
We're going to do that. And we're back!
Hey!
Come to Crusade!
Fake enthusiasm.
If only you guys could have been privy to the things happening immediately.
I thought you started recording and we're just like going to ease into it. No, you're just click. We're back.
Because I don't want to have to go through, like, I feel like we've had a decent conversation. I don't want to have to edit this, which I always say.
That's fair.
I want to be able to fucking post it. Like, when did we post? 2 days ago? I want to post it to this fucking, like, Monday. That's what I'm trying to fuck. I don't want to fuck with that.
We can do that. We can do that almost every time, but you're just so anal retentive.
Can I be honest with you? The last 2 podcasts, I edited half of them and just said, "Fuck it, I have to get this out." I told them they could be out. I have to get it out, so I didn't edit the second half, and I'm afraid to go back and listen because I'm like, did I say something incriminating or oddly racial? Like it's freaking me out.
Gotta take notes while we're recording. Make it easier for yourself in the aftermath.
That's a lot of work.
That's too much premeditation. Can't handle it.
Whatever. We're just hanging banging. The conversations are obviously a lot easier when we're in person versus the call, the audio ducking and the lag and the, just the mess that Skype is.
Yeah, it can be kind of a pain in the ass. Better than I listen to at least one podcast that they record from one person's. What are you doing?
Just moving a little closer. You look a little small there, Nick. That's all.
They record from just one person's computer over like a Skype call, and it's bad because Skype takes over, and if someone's talking from their side and someone else, it's cutting in and out. It's really bad.
Okay,
at least we get 2 sources,
right? Well, so shouts out to the All Systems Goku podcast for the 3 of you listening. If you like Dragon Ball Z, you should definitely listen to this pod.
Yeah, because they're on opposite coasts.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're doing it, and that's perfectly listenable.
Right on.
Sounds great.
They might have better equipment also.
To be fair, that's probably true. They're professional podcasters.
Yeah, they got their shit
That's
going.
what they do for a living. But anyway, so we want to jump into a little bit of Smash talk. We were talking about, the Direct and...
Well, we were already talking about Smash a little bit.
We were. Like, you know what? Screw it. Before we dive deep into the Smash, what are the couple things from that Direct that we find noteworthy maybe we should mention?
Well, I mean, the Direct was Smash and just more aces and that Splatoon expansion thing and then ports. Like more notable ports than the one from the mini Direct they did a couple months ago before the Labo reveal.
The fucking Nintendo labia. I don't give a shit.
But like the ports in this one were cooler, I think.
Yeah.
Overall, because we're getting Okami HD, which I love that game.
I saw that again. I even wrote on my post-it note. I wrote Nick because you always talk about you.
This writing Nick that'll remind you what to.
Well, I wrote Okami. I just wrote Nick exclamation point, and then there was another moment where I did that where all I could think of was like, dude, Nick's gonna be so happy.
Like probably was it WarioWare when you?
No,
because that's cool. But I wasn't like super excited because it's still on 3DS and that's kind of a bummer. But at the same time, I don't know if you could do the DS games on the Switch. I mean, it's got a touch screen, but it's capacitive, so it's not. Regardless, but Okami HD is a cool port.
Yeah.
South Park, Fractured Butthole.
So stoked on that.
Finally coming over.
Is it coming with Stick of Truth?
No.
Damn it! Why?
They probably didn't want to do the extra work to port that game as well.
Just right there.
Kind of diminishing returns. That's a kind of an oldish game, dude. That came out in like 2013.
Yeah.
That was on 360 and PS3.
Well, they put it out on PS4 as a bundle with when you bought Fractured Butthole. You got a download of.
Yeah, but there's 60 million fucking PS4s.
Yeah, that's true. I would love to be able to play both, especially because. So I started playing the South Park, the second one on PlayStation, and it's still like a South Park game. I'm less enthused with the combat. We've talked about this, but I still want to go back and play it. And being on the Switch, it's going to make it a lot easier. I'll definitely spend another $60 and buy that on the Switch.
I don't know if I'd want to pay $60 for it though.
Yeah,
it's been out for like almost a year.
I'll do it.
Kind of rough. But then Crash,
Insane
Trilogy is also coming.
I probably honestly won't buy it on Switch.
$40, I'll buy it.
You think?
I haven't bought it.
It depends.
You already own it on the PS4,
and it's like for me,
that's a PlayStation experience.
Yes, it's all about the PlayStation. That's like one of the few memories I have of the PlayStation. That's like, I mean, Crash is PlayStation for me. You know what I mean? And it just would feel weird playing it on a Nintendo. We'll see if it goes on sale. If it looks and plays well, it's like it's something I might pick up on sale. But
it had some capture footage from PAX East
of the Switch version
of Crash. Looking pretty good.
Okay.
Still got the anti-aliasing, like it's running well.
It's running at 480p, but
no, it looks fucking fine.
Okay, no, sure. That's cool though.
That's hitching the frame rate. I mean, it was locked at 30 on the PS4, so it's not like you're gonna get like a 60 to 30 fucking duck.
No, right. So we're definitely getting Crash and Smash, right?
I don't know about that.
Crash and Smash.
See, the thing is, I've talked to you about this before. Other people have talked about it, but I came to this conclusion on my own. I feel very proud of that. But there hasn't been a Western character in Smash Bros. There's not been a character not made in Japan as a third-party character in Smash Bros. I feel like a lot of those characters that get in, there has to be some sort of personal connection for like Sakurai himself to be like, or like, Kojima calls up Sakurai.
Right.
They've got like a rapport.
Yeah.
They talk. It's about just old Japanese men in the industry. They figure it out. They get a third party character.
That's one of the frustrating things when I look at such a traditional Japanese company. If it were Sony, all these things we've been crying for, we would have.
But at the same time, you also get the fuck ups from Sony, like fucking PlayStation Battle Royale.
True. But it's just they're so much more forward thinking in so many different respects. Fuck Sakurai. No offense, bro. It's not about what you fucking want. It's about what the people who pay you want.
And also, I wonder how much it's going to affect Iwata not being around anymore for the series also, because Iwata was like a huge part of getting the original Super Smash Bros. On N64 out.
Right.
It started out as just like a fighting game. It was a platform fighter, both like original characters.
Right.
And then they were like, well, let's just put real characters in there. Like they put Kirby in because Sakurai invented Kirby, so he's like playing with that as like,
right.
And they're like, why don't we just put Mario and Link in here too, Pikachu, and make it that thing. So like the only holdover from that, the one of the original characters they designed ended up turning into Captain Falcon because he had never been outside of his vehicle in a game before, so they couldn't take anything from the series that he's originally in.
Right.
Whereas the other characters, Link's got a boomerang, his bombs, his fucking sword attack, like his down hit or his like down air is from Zelda 2.
Sure.
But they couldn't take anything from the F-Zero games because he's not in his fucking car.
And thank God, because we got that motherfucking Falcon Punch.
Right, which is like, they made Captain Falcon a character because of Smash Bros. Nobody really gave a shit about Captain Falcon.
Right.
Hardly anyone actually gives a shit about F-Zero. If they were like, I want F-Zero, it's like, do you really? Because you haven't played any other racing game that's just like F-Zero in the past 20 years.
Right.
You just want Captain Falcon to be in a real game, which I agree with.
100%.
I also want Star Fox to be in a good game. That hasn't happened since 64.
And it will not happen at this point, apparently.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, man.
Poor Miyamoto. He really wants it to, but it just...
Poor Miyamoto. He made a bad game.
It's not the first time he's made a bad game.
No, but it's just like, dude, make not a bad game.
Yeah, you don't want these like great people that you put on this pedestal to fuck up and do a bad thing.
But it happens.
It happens
often.
Anyway, third parties, like Western third parties, I don't know if Crash makes it because Crash doesn't have that Nintendo history.
No, but
he has been on Nintendo consoles, clearly. He's been on like Game Boy Advance. There was like one weird, like, Crash did like a Sonic thing where Sonic was on every console.
Yeah.
But they're more strongly associated with Sega in the beginning and then maybe more Nintendo because the younger age groups.
Sure.
But then those Crash games after the PlayStation were not very great.
It's
like weird. It was also a different publisher.
Right. The
publisher stuff was just really weird because it was published by Universal. Then Vivendi bought their publishing arm. Then Vivendi bought Sierra. Then Vivendi bought Activision. Then they bought Blizzard. Then Activision and Blizzard bought themselves out from Vivendi.
Right.
This whole fucking...
It's a nightmare.
It's a wasteland of IP.
But it's just like Crash, just like Sonic, those games haven't been good since they were exclusive to their respective consoles.
Yeah, it's been a lot lower stakes companies. Too.
Yeah. So you're right. You're probably right. I would love to see Crash. He's like so tailor-made for... I mean, he's so perfect.
What does moveset be? Everybody just spins around.
Dude, you got spins, you got punches, you got the drop, you got
To be fair, I never played 3, and that's when they really just went off the rails and gave motorcycle and jetpack and shit.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. So exciting.
It's a weird little jet ski.
Dude, and can you imagine just how cool it would be to see his like taunt be the megaphone? You remember him yelling outside Nintendo's headquarters?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
That's classic. That's classic Attitude Era, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. I'd be so happy to see that in Smash Bros. Him just whipping the megaphone out, knowing he's calling Nintendo out right now.
I totally agree. That'd be super fucking cool.
Oh, just saying, you're right. It's not going to happen.
Super likely.
You're right.
I think the most likely Western character would be Rayman.
Shovel Knight.
I don't think Shovel Knight has a legacy yet. Yacht Club's like really been homies with Nintendo. They're one of the only ones that have like really tried to. They've made themselves an amiibo, and they've been like forward facing with that. It's not like Nintendo holds the key and like guards the gate to amiibos. If you want to make an amiibo, you have to do it yourself.
Sure.
They saw the opportunity, and I don't know if they've made money off of that, but like maybe potentially
they had an amiibo on a Nintendo con. Like, that's reason enough to do it right there.
That's just really cool. And they supported the Wii U when nobody should. They had their game in the 3DS. If they put out their a little chart because they recently broke 2 million sales altogether, and they broke it down by like system and like who bought on what platform, and they sold the most copies on the Wii U and the 3DS and the Switch. That comprises of more than half of their sales altogether.
Makes a lot of sense. It's perfect for what we
even
associate.
Like about PC. Like PC, you think of as being like a haven for indies, but they don't really give a shit. Even Vita, dude, the Vita slice was so small.
Oh yeah,
and it outsold the Wii U, and fucking everyone bought on the Wii U.
Did they give that game away on PlayStation?
I don't think it's ever been
Vita.
On.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Seems like one of those games that'd be perfect for it. I mean, I bought Shovel Knight like literally like 5 times now. I
think they had a cross-buy version.
Okay.
Where you could buy it and it would show up on Vita and PS4.
I bought it a few times for different platforms, and then I bought it digitally, bought it physically for the same platform. Bought it for Daniel. He got his Switch.
I do agree though. Shovel Knight would be fucking cool in Smash. He would have a really cool, unique moveset. He's like built for it. I just don't think it's very likely.
I would love to see characters brought in, and whether it's just a palette swap or if they actually bring in characters like... I would love to see Shovel Knight in that 16-bit style instead of 3D. I would love to see Paper Mario in that Paper Mario style as opposed to a 3D render of Paper Mario.
Well, I mean, Paper Mario, since Thousand Year Door, has had it's a 3D... He's literally paper. Like, you turn around and it spins. As opposed to like 64, it was a sprite.
Right.
But it was rendered. And it's been like that since Thousand Year Door. There's been like 4 Paper Mario games since then.
No one's played any of them.
I mean, I don't know how many Super Paper Mario, how much that sold. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue that. But
yeah.
It would be cool. I agree. Paper Mario could have a different moveset. I feel like it would get too close to a Game & Watch.
Fuck Game & Watch. Give us Paper Mario.
Game & Watch has been in the game since fucking Melee, and he's cool. I think Game & Watch is a fucking cool-ass character.
Okay.
From, like, the original LCD, like, the fucking Tiger electronic style video games. That is a badass like reference to an old generation. Way better than like Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt is cool as hell too, though.
It is.
Little Mac, cool as hell. I love bringing back those NES characters and giving them like a real design and making them still visually distinct and like recognizable, but fit in with the rest of the roster. Mega Man has never looked better than he did in fucking Smash Bros. Now imagine Shovel Knight getting that same fucking treatment.
That's true.
It would be so good.
It'd
be so good.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, I'm stepping in what you're smelling. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm catching what you're throwing. Okay. We're on the same page. Okay. No, I don't know. I just think it'd be cool, and especially because they had all the different outfits instead of just color changes. They had all these different outfits. Like, dude, it'd be cool to get,
4 Shovel Knights, 4 Black Knights.
Oh shit! Or Shovel Knight, but
because he gets different outfits in the game.
I'm trying to think of. He's got the. He has a few. He's got the red.
Well, he's got like 3 different ones. So you got the original, then the 3, then you do.
That's true.
The same with Black Knight.
He's got 4. That makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes plenty of sense.
Right. It easy.
Nintendo, if you're listening, give the people what they want.
But like beyond that, there's not really a lot of. I mean, obviously, besides like Rayman, I think the other easy one's Banjo.
If that's just tough because
Microsoft is into it. They will do it. Phil Spencer, who's like. Got promoted from head of Xbox to head of like Microsoft Games. So like he is a top level member of Microsoft. He's got the power. Yeah, that's why like Microsoft, they've been like lagging behind Sony, but because of that, it's humbled them and they've gotten really cool about playing nice with third parties. And it's just Sony that's like not about it. So like that's why you get crossplay with Rocket League, you get crossplay with Minecraft. They're the ones that like I'm pretty sure they're the ones that push for like their cross-play and cross-save with like Fortnite and that kind of shit.
Okay.
So I think Microsoft would play ball. I think it would just be Nintendo being hesitant about having a quote-unquote competitor in their game. But at the same time, they've got that history with Rare.
Yeah.
But who the fuck knows who at the top of Nintendo was like, they didn't want to continue the relationship with Rare back in 2002 or 2003 when they dropped it, There's so much like intrigue and drama that could be fucking happening behind the scenes and we have no idea about it.
Here's the thing though. You rarely does something happen that you don't nice. Yeah. See what I did there? Totally intentionally. No, it's not often that if there was legitimate drama, something was going on. Just think about it. They were on this high. It doesn't even have to be Rare.
It doesn't have to be like overt drama, but just like not being about it anymore.
So here's what I imagine happened. Straight up, like, because let's think, Rare's last game,
Sea of Thieves, just current.
No, for Nintendo,
Star Fox Adventure.
Before that, they did
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Was that the because that was at the very end of the N64 live span.
That came out in 2001,
and that sold poorly and was not Nintendo's aesthetic. Right, it's not quite their speed.
Yeah, but they let them get away with it, which is like that's baffling in and of itself.
I wonder if what happened, they were like
quote unquote first party like M-rated game.
Right. I wonder if what happened was they said, we need more mature games on the platform. Go forth and, do your thing.
I feel like I heard or like read somewhere that they were making a more family friendly, Banjo-Kazooie style game, but it was taking forever. And by the end of it, they're like fed up with having to make it super PG and just like, oh, fuck it. Let's have some raunchy British humor in here.
Right.
Let's fight the Great Mighty Pooh.
The Great Mighty Pooh. Well,
and then Star Fox, that was a different game that it was a game called like Dinosaur Planet. And someone higher up in Nintendo was like, this looks great, make it Star Fox.
And
so they just like kind of shoveled the IP onto it.
And and they just...
I don't know how poorly it sold. Everything sold pretty poorly on the GameCube. The system itself sold poorly.
That's true. They sold, what, 21 million?
25, I think.
25? Okay. 64 did like 32 or something?
Yeah, it was kind of this on a downward trend.
Ugh.
Since the NES.
Really, they have. The
NES had zero competition. And the Super Nintendo was doing like not fantastic versus the Genesis until they got Street Fighter.
Well, the Genesis had a 2-year head start on the... Or no.
Had a 1 year in Japan. I don't know when it came out in the US.
I'm trying to think of the time.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Esoteric bullshit. That was back when Rare was making Battletoads.
Battletoads!
Just like that, you probably peaked hella bad on that. But just like that tattoo artist's arm, right?
Hell yeah, dude. Battletoads, classic game, dude.
Fucking, bring back Banjo. Yeah.
Can I hold Z? Will that work? Can I skip this? I'm trying to think of. We've gone over Smash characters that we want in the game, but I'm trying to think if there's anything just. Are there any weird dark horses that? Because Nintendo likes to do the weird obscure character that.
But yeah, there's been at least one like super weird one, like Game & Watch, then Rob, the Wii Fit trainer.
Like Rob the robot?
Yeah,
Wii Fit trainer? What the fuck is that?
Rob, not even really a video game character, just a video game accessory that I think maybe made an appearance in like one game in Japan.
Like literally just a weird child's plaything designed to help convince people that this wasn't an Atari.
Looking like the fucking Wally mixed with the robot from Short Circuit, Johnny like 05 or whatever.
That is way too specific a reference for me.
Sorry, you don't see great cinema. All right?
Short Circuit. Is that a DCOM?
No, it was a. It didn't have DCOMs in the 80s. It was a. Fuck. It was a kids movie though. The robot, a robot that gets like it walks over water and it short circuits and it becomes sentient.
Oh, as
they're wont to do.
I think the words out of my mouth. Okay, question for you. Initial speculation on the Smash business was that was Baby Mario in the trailer. Who was saying that?
No one thinks that.
Someone said that.
I don't believe it.
I think it was in our group chat.
No.
Dude, I'm going to look this shit up right now.
That's absurd. That's just regular ass Mario. And yeah, it's probably Breath of the Wild Link. He's not wearing a hat.
I found 2 matches for Baby Mario in my group chat, but it doesn't take me to...
Thanks, Macintosh.
Wait. No, here it is. Wait for it.
God damn it. If it's Leaf.
Chris says, am I the only one who thought that was Baby Mario, not normal Mario? And you said in the Smash trailer? Yes.
Okay, so I'm just as against it now as I was then.
Sure. Sorry, I played footsie with you. So you definitely roasted him there, and then
that's not a roast. That's just me saying no one else thinks that.
The way you said it was very condescending.
That's just my tone. That's just how I talk.
Yes. But where is Paper Mario? Standing horizontally, he says.
That's good.
Nice bit. Okay. I'm not crazy, because I never thought that. I remember being like,
he's got a mustache.
Yeah, Baby Mario doesn't
Baby Mario doesn't have a mustache.
Shit.
Baby Mario also would have the worst fucking moveset of all time. You would just sit in a bubble and cry.
They're gonna put him in a buggy, baby buggy.
Ah, baby buggy bubbles.
Okay.
Actually, Bowser Jr. I thought was a good addition in Smash.
Oh yeah, and getting that
all the Koopalings too.
I love the palette swap. Yeah, it's great.
Really cool.
Really wonderful. Give me more of that.
Yeah, I'm about that. Even like wireframe Lil Mac.
Yeah.
Fine. Good.
Yeah, the best Lil Mac. Actually, best Lil Mac, Pink Hood.
Yeah, Pink Hood. Always.
Pink Hood, dude. DuckTales.
I don't know. Dude, that's Disney. You fucking kidding me? They won't even let you have skins in fucking Star Wars.
Oh, God. Yeah, fair.
No way you're going to get a goddamn Scrooge McDuck hopping around in a stupid-ass cane. You're more likely to get Cranky Kong, and that'd be even worse.
What would Cranky Kong's moveset be?
It'd be the exact same as what a fucking Scrooge McDuck would be, all right?
What is that? He's just
hopping around on a stupid cane.
Oh, my God.
Take his fucking moveset from Donkey Kong Country Returns.
You tell me you wouldn't play...
Or Tropical Freeze. He wasn't in Returns, right? I never played that one.
I know, nor did I. Actually, I did. I actually bought it on 3DS.
Oh, weird.
I played it for a minute on a road trip. Very briefly.
How was that? Good talk.
It was... I put it down and played
more likely
Kirby
than Cranky.
instead.
When did we have this conversation? I feel like at one point we talked about Dixie Kong and there was a good chuckle. Is that down in Eugene that we recorded a podcast? And
that was maybe one of our backlogs with
maybe.
Trevor. Because we talked, this is how long it's been, folks. You'll find out probably soon here. Didn't we do a podcast with Trevor? It's in the backlog still, where we talk all about Smash hype and then we got totally derailed. Wasn't that all about Smash?
No, that was the Wii eulogy. Where we didn't talk about the Wii U at all because that's what we do. We have Brennan on. We're like, let's talk about Brennan's gaming history. Don't talk about that at all. We have Andrew on. We just talk about a bunch of random bullshit we're looking forward to.
That's fine.
And that kind of stays on track a little bit.
Do you listen to it?
No. I just remember. I have a good memory.
You don't listen to our podcast, Nick?
I've got too many other podcasts.
All right, we've got 2 listeners, apparently.
I download. I give us those clicks. If we're going to get the AdSense, if we're going to sell Casper mattresses, we have to get more downloads.
If we're gonna shill
for Squarespace,
fucking Squarespace and Blue Apron, fucking StubHub,
Loot Crate.
Fuck, man. Ooh, well, Nick, we're gonna move on
from Smash. Gotta be high. There's so much more we could talk about.
Is there so much more we talk about? Well, we kind of stated our wish lists, our wants. We've touched
there
on
was
characters.
Like the whole hullabaloo about, is it a port? Is it a sequel?
Oh yeah.
What does that even mean?
We've hit that.
Sure, but so like not since it's been like a reality that we know it's coming out in 2018, the year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord.
BC AD whatever.
Freaking Sakurai. PTL, dude. So it's not going to be Smash 4 Redux. It's not going to be. It's going to be Smash Bros. Switch or Smash Bros. 5 or Smash Bros. Whatever.
Yeah, the titling convention was already bad enough with Smash Bros. For Wii U, Smash Bros. For 3DS.
Yeah, it was awful. So it's definitely...
Give it a subtitle.
It's going to be
It's got that cool new fucking animation with the title coming on screen.
Please give us a subtitle.
That made me so fucking hard.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay, tell the story.
Fully torqued.
Because we were in the group chat and we're all kind of going back and forth.
Kind of live tweeting, but like just the group chat.
Just with us.
I dipped out.
Well,
my phone froze.
Yeah, your phone just stopped. It just was like, nope, not today. We broke the airwaves.
For my phone, at least.
Yeah.
For my phone.
You're trying to be like, because at what point did you know that this was Smash?
You have your suspicion. I would never give myself the prescience and the foresight to be like, I know this is Smash. But like watching it, you just got done with Splatoon Octo expansion.
Sure.
And then Koizumi, one more thing, fancy little snap. And then you see more Splatoon shit. I'm like, oh no. It's the orange and blue. Don't fucking do this to me. And then they play the music and they're just like jamming out, having a good time. I had a very strong suspicion. I'm like, don't do this. I was bubbling up. And then the music like fades out. The lights turn off. Just that turnaround. The fucking look into the distance and the quivering eye with the reflection. And just boom. I've watched that trailer probably like 10 times.
Hey, so here's a little something. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, Nick.
Oh no, we got live commentary.
Yeah, Chris in our group chat just said, all right, boys, let's have your top 5 Smash character takes. Whoever ends up with the most correct picks gets their drink spot next hangout. Ooh, baby! Chris, we're bringing you in on the pod.
Character takes, top 5. Okay. Let's go for hotness. Hotness, because he already tweeted out his list.
I haven't seen it.
That makes it unfair. I glanced at it. That makes it unfair for me to be like, I can't use those characters in my mind.
But no, if you can make a reasonable case for it, I mean...
I also doubt like half of them. At least the 2 I saw. No, he said Shovel Knight. So I doubt that too.
So we're going likely here, not necessarily what we want. Okay, that's
if
tough.
It's competitive, then we can't have the same ones. We can't have crossover.
We can.
No, because what if we tie? Like on the same character? That's even more bullshit. Like the fucking Game Awards, that was just a bunch of bullshit.
Well, you beat me.
This is a true competition.
No, come on. It's we can have overlap, but
I don't think so. I think we gotta do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3.
Okay, we're gonna make our list here.
So we have to like go for the top likeliest to like the least likely.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a list on your phone and send it to him as we go. Once we wrap that up. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you go first then.
Wow, that is very, very gracious of you.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm thinking
I'm thinking new characters. Clearly, Ice Climbers.
Is that okay? I gotta make a list.
Because that's like the most
that's
gimme.
a fucking cop out. Shit, dude.
Well, you let me go first.
Shit.
If you went first, you probably wouldn't remember.
No, that's absolutely right. I hadn't considered that. You're 100% right. Like, it's inevitable that they're back. They are absolutely coming back.
Right.
And they're gonna be like, oh, and guess who's back? Nobody cares. But like, it's happening.
Their stages were still in the other games.
God damn, dude. Apparently, I'm on the Wi-Fi from in the house still. So
wow.
Here we go. What's
okay? If everyone,
he just sent me his list. I can't look.
If everyone listening wants to know EJ's upstairs Wi-Fi password, it is gentle092.
Okay, baby.
Oh man, you already said definitely can overlap. By the way, I want honest top 5 most likely in your brain.
We already got a list incoming, boys. Okay. So our boy Chris, Shovel Knight Gino from Mario RPG. All right. We got Travis Touchdown. Who the fuck is Travis Touchdown?
From No More Heroes.
What is No More Heroes?
It's the Suda 51. They showed it at the January Direct. Okay. And then they showed more at PAX this past week.
Gotcha. We got Crash, which we've already talked about. Rayman, which you mentioned. Okay. And then, Drew says ARMS character. Absolutely. ARMS character. Okay. Rayman, Shovel Knight, Waluigi. You think Waluigi's finally going to make his fucking...
Well, let's take our list.
Okay, all right.
So I did my top. What's your top?
And then he also says Dixie or Funky to tie with Tropical Freeze.
That'd be funny. I don't think either of those are very likely, though.
You don't think?
Dixie's more likely than Funky. Funky's easy mode for Tropical Freeze.
With that
the hair,
dude. That'd be great. Okay. Here we go. Before I even start looking at lists to get ideas here. Okay.
Yeah, you got a fucking screen. I'm trying to send a Snapchat to Drew. I gotta find him on my list. I don't think I have anybody else on there.
Okay, so Castlevania. It's got to be Simon, right? We know that Nintendo and Konami are playing well for not just within Smash in the past, but now with... Oh, what's this weird bug? Is that a tick? What is that thing?
Certainly is a weird bug. Looks like a ladybug.
I don't want to flick it in your direction.
Squish it.
I'm not going to squish it. What if it's got weird... What was a tick?
Oh my god. Talk about Castlevania, you stupid idiot.
So, well, guys. Okay.
Great radio.
Simon Belmont. I think it's totally reasonable to think that could happen. But he is unique enough. He's not another just boring sword wielder. He's not another Pokemon. He's not the umpteenth Zelda character. He can have a unique moveset. He can be a little throwback to, a better time in Nintendo history. I think we're finally going to get him. We're going to get him and his fucking trusty whip.
I would love that. However, I don't believe that's going to happen. Konami's in a weird place. They are still
making pachinko machines.
Yeah, they're making pachinko machines. They're still playing nice when Nintendo wants to make an NES or SNES Classic. They put out Super Bomberman last year. Then they did Metal Gear Survive this year.
No,
weird thing.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a Castlevania game since Lords of Shadow 2 on 3DS. It was like a bad game.
Yeah.
So I don't know how likely that is. It'd be really cool. I think Trevor Belmont or Simon Belmont or Alucard, any of those characters, those mainstay characters from the Castlevania series would make for a good addition in Smash, just because of their legacy and how important they have been to video games.
Right.
And they're super Japanese.
And you think, I'm going with Simon because that's like NES throwback. Alucard is like
Symphony of the Night.
Okay, PlayStation era, yeah. So
some other, pretty sure he's in other games too.
Okay.
Maybe some DS ones.
But Simon would be like the ultimate throwback, and that's kind of, that would fit in with the theme Nintendo's sticking with, apparently, with dredging up these NES characters. And like
more
you
whippy,
said,
too.
More whippy? Is that what you said?
Yeah, more whippy. He's got a whip, whereas Alucard frequently has like swords and shit.
So Leaf just chimed in. He said ARMS character, Shovel Knight, Crash, Minecraft, Ice Climbers. Unless we don't count them, he says. But we're counting Ice Climbers.
Because they weren't in the last game, right?
You fucking scammer. You shady son of a gun.
I mean, there's a lot on the line, right? Going on this, lot right on this.
Yo, free drinks?
Yeah.
You bet if I get free drinks, I'll be hamming it up all night.
Yeah, and I don't really drink, so it'll probably just be me giving it to you and you just being funny.
I like how we see each other so infrequently that they assume the next time that we all hang out is going to be after Smash has been released.
That's very likely.
That's yeah.
What else could bring us together?
Yeah, right? Oh, you bet, dude. Oh, dude, I'm talking when Smash comes out, I'm putting on the PJs. I'm buying some motherfucking mini corn dogs. We're getting some soda pop, and we're going to just fucking pretend we're in middle school again.
I would deviate from the corn dogs.
Don't say pizza rolls.
No, I'd be to taquitos.
Oh, my dude.
Fucking,
classic.
I was thinking tortilla, and I'm like, that's not right. Torquitos?
Tortuga?
What's this? Tortuga? That means tortoise in Spanish. Or is it turtle? I don't know.
What's a tortoise?
It's like a turtle, but different.
I'm kidding.
So, got our first picks. Second pick, I think, because you went Konami, I was kind of thinking similar. I'll knock this out. I'll do. I think Decidueye has a good chance of getting there.
Decidueye
for another Pokemon representation.
Okay, I'm gonna make Nick's list here.
Representation.
Ice Climbers for Nick and Decidueye, which is the
Grass Ghost.
The Grass Ghost.
He's in Pokken. It's cool as hell. Greninja was cool as hell.
You know we're getting more Pokemon. That's inevitable.
Right. I mean, it's fucking Nintendo's biggest franchise. Individual, like, game sales are through the roof.
I don't know anything about Pokemon anymore, so I'm like, who would be the new... I mean, Decidueye makes a lot of sense.
And I don't think there's going to be enough time for there to be a tie-in with, like, the new one.
No, not even.
So I feel like getting some representation for the last game would be a cool thing.
Yeah. See, now I want to come up with a really clever Pokemon, but you're playing fucking roulette, dude. You're just throwing something at the wall and seeing what sticks because there's 700 and 800 of the bastards.
And a lot of them, but like the ones that are in the game make a lot of sense, I feel like, because of movies and importance in the games. Mostly the movies, really.
Right.
And like the show, you get the most notable ones. Why don't we just get, you know what? I'm sticking with Decidueye, but special shout out to like Squirtle, because he was badass in the trio that was the Pokemon trainer in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Hello? Get that Squirtle in there.
Yeah.
Have him wear some cool sunglasses. That would be hype.
I think it'd be cool to just bring back Pokemon trainer altogether.
Charizard's already a separate character, and I like him more on his own.
There's 800 Pokemon to pick from.
Yeah, but he had the 3 fucking starters from Kanto.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So it's Pokemon Trainer 2.
It's beautiful.
Pokemon Trainer 2, and we get Gen 2 starters.
Yeah, but then you'd have to have fucking Chikorita. No one wants that.
Dude. Fucking red.
Get Totodile, which is great. And like Cyndaquil. People love Cyndaquil, his weird little hedgehog fireman shit.
Hedgehog?
Fireman shit. So that's my 2. I'm going to lock it in.
Okay. I feel like Arm's character is like a given, right?
Pick one. You have to fucking pick one.
Also, wait a minute. I can say Inklings because they haven't been confirmed as being playable characters in motherfucking Smash Brothers.
That is so fucking tenuous.
Is that shady, dude?
That is way more shady than Ice Climbers is. There's no indication for Ice Climbers. There was a character reveal trailer for Inklings.
It wasn't a character reveal trailer.
What the fuck was it then?
It was a game reveal trailer featuring the Inklings. The only thing that got confirmed in that trailer was that Smash Bros. 2018. That was it.
You are the worst person right now. If you do that, by all means, you can fucking do that. If you want to be that guy and it comes down to 1 to 0, I'm going to fucking be very upset with you.
Those drinks that you were going to give me anyway,
I don't want you to earn them.
Okay, all right. I won't do that. So, what if I go out and say, this is tough. This is really tough because the Zelda champions, we're getting a new Zelda character, and whether that just means Breath of the Wild Link is now separate from Link and Toon Link, which I think is possible given the different powers that Breath of the Wild Link would have with the runes and whatever.
Personally, to chime in on that, I think it would make sense to just kill off Adult Link altogether because Toon Link was basically a clone of regular Link. He had the same moves.
You're right, but
didn't have the shitty Gale boomerang, but beyond that, it was the exact same. He's shorter. The aesthetic. You don't need Twilight Princess Link and Breath of the Wild Link and Wind Waker Link.
But here's the thing: what incentive do they have to kill characters? Like, there's no reason to not just keep adding and just having 100 freaking characters.
Well, what incentive do they have to go from Young Link to Toon Link? Besides it being a more distinct character and visually representative of a game that came out 6 years prior.
Fair enough.
I'm killing off Pichu because you didn't need another fucking Pikachu that just hurt itself. You know?
I am never a fan
of killing off Roy, which they never should have done because Roy's so fucking cool.
Okay, see now.
But when they brought him back, he had a different moveset.
Is he not how different is he in Smash 4?
He is more noticeably different from Marth than Lucina is.
Really?
Yeah. He's even more different than like Dr. Mario is to Mario.
I'm not a fan of taking anything away. It's like, I know it's a sequel, it's iterative, but like,
I'm not either. But if they wanted to get rid of Dark Pit, I'm not going to fucking cry about it.
Yeah, that's
if they're going to knock out like maybe 1 or 2 Fire Emblem characters, I don't think I'd be crying about that either. Like, I like Lucina as a character. I don't need 2 Marths though. If they're going to keep her, make her a little bit more different.
I get that. I get not wanting
Otherwise, just do the fucking Bowser Jr. thing and have them be palette swaps.
No, I definitely get not wanting to have clones. I don't
Close
mind.
up the screen. There's fucking 50 characters. You got to browse that stupid hand all the way across the top left corner.
What a niche complaint.
You cannot say that the UI in Smash Bros. For Wii U is not like
It's
fucking awful.
I've never once been like, this doesn't work the way I want it to.
I've never been like, this makes total sense the way they laid this out.
To be fair, I generally don't think that about video games ever.
I'm saying the UI in that game is like noticeably.
I understand. I get it.
Saying there are improvements that can be made. I didn't mean to derail you from your Zelda musings. Please go on.
Chris just said ice climbers are the metaphorical free space. Grab another.
You found out even more free space because you're a son of a bitch. And I already locked it in.
Well, you gotta find another.
So if Chris wants to fight about it, he's got to start his own podcast and invite me on.
Okay.
Get your second pick down, huh?
So, oh my God. A champion. Who would be the most likely?
I don't think any of them are more likely than the others.
Well, God forbid they do all four of them. That's outrageous.
I don't think they would do any of them.
You don't think they'd do any of them?
No.
You think we're gonna... Oh, God.
They've already got Breath of the Wild Link. I don't know if they would add another character from that.
I could see a Zelda DLC in the future, maybe featuring the champions, but probably not likely right off the bat.
For Smash?
Yeah. I could see it. It's fresh, new characters that tie into something recent. A lot of room there. I would love to see, like, the big Falco-looking motherfucker.
Really?
Just replace Falco with him and a sick bow instead of a fucking gun. Like, because
his fucking backsass.
Well, because they fucked Falco up after Melee. Falco was the tits when he was just a Fox clone with faster gun, and then
he had a slower gun.
Sorry, you're right. He had a slower gun, but it had stopping power.
Yeah,
Fox's didn't. Fox, yeah. Thanks.
Fire.
Okay. Dude, Milo, who we had on the podcast a few months ago, he does the best Fox impression. And it was funny because he did it.
Which Fox, though? The new Fox or the old Fox?
The old Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He did it.
Come on.
With no context. We were out in like a field filming.
Mission complete.
And he just said some shit. And I was like, was that what I thought it was? And he's like, absolutely.
Does he even do like the sound effect for like the reflector?
No. Though that would be impressive.
That would be super impressive.
You see, you're talking me down from this ledge now. I don't know if I want to go champions. You're talking me down.
Because personally, if I were you, if you were dead set on a Zelda character, I would choose like another villain. Because I like playing villains, and there's not nearly enough representation in the Smash series of villains.
Yeah, we definitely talked about that.
Dwarf. I hope they fucking change up his moveset a little bit more. He's too much.
He's still Captain Falcon.
He's slow Captain Falcon.
I'm okay with that though.
It's kind of iconic at this point, but there's like his up B can be literally anything else. I don't give a shit about his up B. His stupid wizard foot is just a purple fucking Falcon kick. His punch, keep that. That shit is hype. When that lands, super tight. But like his directional Bs are all just fucking do something else. Have him use his sword. He has a sword. He uses a taunt with it, for fuck's sake.
We don't need more sword users.
Why not?
I mean, you know.
Here we go. Have him like throw some magic balls like he does in the Ocarina of Time.
Here's my second
Or something
pick.
from Wind Waker. Twilight Princess. Do something from Hyrule Warriors.
Toon Ganon, dude. If we're gonna get Toon Ganon. Okay, here we go. And this is tough for me because I don't know. But
I do agree with you. Zelda as a series is totally underrepresented.
Did you say underrepresented?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now. They only have 3 characters?
They have Link, Ganon, Toon Link, Zelda, Sheik.
Oh, they're separate characters now. You're right. I was thinking like underrepresented. They got everything. It's like, oh no, especially after playing Hyrule Warriors.
They have 2 Links, 2 Zeldas, and a Ganon.
Yeah. So we're definitely gonna get some new Zelda, but okay. So for my second one, I don't want to stick to the safe things here, but I'm going to, and I'm just gonna go Breath of the Wild Link. It's gonna be a different Link, different moveset.
I see that's tenuous too, because I think that's already been like revealed. Or just like making it full on different moveset, I think maybe makes it more of like a prediction.
I don't think it's going to be a palette swap. I think it's going to be you can have new moves.
I'd hope so. some fucking.
Should I not go for that? Is that
magnesis.
You picked Ice Climbers? I'm picking Breath of the Wild Link. You can't stop me.
There's no indication that Ice Climbers would make it back in.
Okay, I'm going Breath of the Wild Link, dude.
Okay, fucking
it's
fine.
fucking happening.
Whatever, dude.
I've got a good one for my next one though.
Whatever, dude.
Number 3, go ahead.
Number 3. Oh boy.
Boy.
So, do I want to go hopeful or likely?
We're trying to win a competition here. This is
but the stakes are so low for me. You really just want to win. I could just be sandbagging and just give it to you.
Okay. How about instead of drinks, you get free apps all night? You're gonna eat tons of fried deliciousness.
Just a bunch of fucking tots from McMiniman's Edgefield.
Dude, my dude. Okay, all right.
It's tough.
Number 3. It is tough.
Because, like, I agree. I would like a Zelda character, and my mind jumps to like Midna with Wolf Link. I think that'd be a character in and of itself, or something like the Skull Kid with the Majora's Mask would be really cool. But those have been I feel like they've been assist trophies, and I feel like once they've been made an assist trophy, they're not coming back out of that hole. You're never gonna get fucking Waluigi in a real game. All right, he's playing tennis and Mario Party and go kart, and that's fucking it, right?
God forbid the evil Luigi were to show his face and fight.
It's not even the evil Luigi. He's just the shitty brother of Waluigi, who's an evil Mario. It took him 10 years to make Wario a real character. They're never going to make Waluigi a real character. He's a fucking meme. All right?
Oh, shit.
He holds a rose in his teeth, and he looks like a fucking rapist. They're not going to give him a real game.
Listen, rape isn't funny, but Chris, he's calling me the fuck out. No, Drew. Sorry, Drew's the one who gets Waluigi.
I'm not saying that Drew's a rapist.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying Waluigi has definitely raped.
I'm so over this conversation. Okay. There are so many weird, random options.
What are you fucking scrolling through shit, or what the fuck are you doing on this screen, boy? Are you looking at ideas? Are you giving yourself ideas?
Yeah,
are you cheating? You fucking sneak
I told
cheat.
you I was looking, bro.
You're a piece of shit.
Oh, wow, dude.
Is what you are. First, you bring in Breath of the Wild Link. You almost got away with getting Splatoon characters. You fucking twat.
I just
I'm mad.
I just went through 50 characters,
I'm mad.
And wait, someone put somebody from Scribblenauts. Like, no Scribblenauts character is going to make it into a Smash Brothers game. Like,
that's WB. If there's going to be a WB character, it's going to be a Mortal Kombat character.
Dude.
Scorpion.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero. He's the fucking handicapped.
No, he sells tickets to shows.
Fucking Nub-Zero. Sorry.
StubHub. Zero. They've already, they've had 2 characters from Capcom in the last game.
Yeah.
They had 2 characters, I think, from Bandai. I still don't even know who the fuck, or Sega, if Bayonetta is what kind of character. I think that's first party at this point, basically, or just Platinum owns it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, being logical about this shit and be like, oh, you can't have 7 fucking Square Enix characters,
If we continue being logical about this shit, we'll be here for another 2 hours.
That's what we do. We just bullshit for 2 hours.
This is true.
I feel like it's likely that Cloud doesn't stay in it.
Oh, really? Wouldn't be surprised.
He was DLC.
Yeah.
And the only characters I think they would keep are the first party ones, because that's a money exchanged hands for that to happen.
Sure.
Being in the base game makes it more likely for there to be carryover. Saw that with Sonic in Brawl and then in the Smash 4.
Right.
Also, Sega will sell Sonic for a nickel. They don't give a shit. Evident to all their games.
Yeah.
Pac-Man probably likely because Bandai Namco still super homie with Nintendo.
Sure. Don't even look at the old roster. Assume that everyone's coming back. Just assume that.
Even DLC characters?
Everyone's coming back. Day one. Yeah.
Because I want to fucking weasel in Chrono in there. But I don't know if he's got a good enough moveset, but I want to see a Toriyama character in there. That'd be primo shit.
Just mad aesthetic, but also
Dragon Quest, I can't name a single character from any of those games, so I don't think Joe Blow on the fucking street buying Smash Bros would. I'm a huge nerd.
I'm a gamer.
I'm a real gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Same goes to characters that only Leaf cares about from World Ends With You or Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is their only other big franchise that's been on Nintendo consoles.
What are you from Toy Story?
Now you're talking about it. No, we already... Disney's out of the picture. Can't do Disney. Oh, shit. Otherwise, Scrooge McDuck would be in, right?
Amen, dude. All right, so what's your third one? Who are you going with?
Banjo Kazooie.
Damn, dude, you just throwing it out there, huh?
I'm throwing it out there. I want it to happen. If I will it hard enough, maybe that will give it a better chance.
Whose dick do I have to suck to get Banjo in my game? Okay, I'm going. This is tough for me. This is really tough, and whoever I pick, you're gonna pick the other. I think because once you hear it, you're gonna be like, "It makes a lot of fucking sense."
Let's hear it. Let's hear the idea you stole from the internet.
No, I swear to God, I did not see this on any of those
This is original
lists.
EJ production.
It's been talked about.
Right.
But this is one that did not just come from a list that I saw prior. Okay. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. Okay.
The suspense is killing me.
Okay.
I'm going to have a stroke.
Okay. Mega Man X character. And I wanted to say X. The more I thought about it, I was thinking Zero is a way fucking cooler character.
Zero's a cooler character.
Zero's way fucking cooler.
Those cool little green light up tits.
Dude, he's
hella sick fucking surfer hair.
He's fucking slashing.
He's got a lightsaber.
Bro. I'm gonna go Zero.
Dude, personally, I think Zero's got a better chance than X does. Because it would just be Mega Man again.
Essentially. Well,
I mean, there's differences, but like you're not gonna be able to like wall jump in Smash Bros. Anyway.
That's true. But like
a lot of the powers are gonna be.
Dude, imagine the full power suit you get in the X games.
It changes from game to game.
Sure, but like
it gets hella fucking
like,
sick though.
Classic Mega Man's throwing saws and leaves and shit. Like it's so dated. X is just like
shooting tornadoes and
dude, he's got some no
surfing
shit.
on ice penguins.
Yeah, dude. Who's the one guy, the marsupial, the bad guy in X, the first one?
What, Armadillo?
No, different one. Sorry, maybe he's not a marsupial. What is he? He's got a ridiculous name.
Okay,
we've done this on the pod before.
We got Chill Penguin.
Yeah,
Spark Mandrill.
Spark Mandrill. That's so metal, dude.
Right? Armored Armadillo.
Yeah.
Say that. Launch Octopus.
Okay.
Boomer Kawanger.
Boomer Kawanger. There we go.
Boomer Kawanger.
That's what I was thinking.
Then Sting Chameleon and Storm Eagle. And Flame Mammoth.
Storm Eagle's so cool. What the fuck is we've talked about this, but what's a Kawanger?
Well, he's a beetle. I think Kawanger might be like a type of beetle.
Okay.
So if he was properly translated, it'd be Boomerang Beetle, but they just went with Boomer Kawanger. I think it might be like a pun where it's like a beetle and also like a samurai because he's got this huge fucking samurai aesthetic going on.
I hear Boomer Kawanger and I think kangaroo.
Well, yeah, because it's got that anger.
I think we're about to be interrupted. I was told we had till 11. That's 20 minutes from now.
Fucking hell.
God damn it. We are still in the middle of a very important meeting. It's not 11 yet, you son of a gun. You can be in here, but we're recording a podcast. You want to join us? We're talking about characters we want in the next Smash Brothers game.
It's very important to us. Matter. So we're riding on the line here.
we're a little bit of insight into this podcast that you're probably not listening to anymore. I'm in town and I'm at my brother's current place, invading his privacy, and he just got home. And anyway, so I'm going Zero on that. Give me your fourth one. Let's blow through these last few here.
Fourth one, Springman.
Damn it!
Because you haven't done a fucking ARMS character yet.
I was hoping that you would just completely forget because I was gonna go.
I know you did, but you blew it by going with a fucking X character.
I know. Well, I should have waited on that one because you wouldn't have thought about that one. I was like, Springman or Ribbon Girl, or what I think is more likely. So I'm gonna put Springman down for you. What I think is more likely is that
Brass?
They're gonna do
Max Brass would be cool.
They're gonna just do Bowser Jr.
But just do a palette swap. I mean, yeah, they've all got slightly different tendencies in the game itself, but like their main method of having springy arms is all the same.
Right.
But Springman is on the cover of the game.
Oh, what you doing there, bud? Rolling some doobers. so
fellow kids.
If you hear some noises, it's just somebody smoking some marinara in the background.
We're cool with drugs in this podcast. Don't worry.
If you want me to.
Neither of us smoke anything.
So what's your fucking number 4 then? So we can get out of Andrew's hair. So you can relax.
God damn it, you really fucked me up with the Springman. Should I just go Ribbon Girl just to say fucking lick my ass? Nah, come on, I'm not gonna do that. Okay.
Let's do Shovel Knight. I already threw out Banjo-Kazooie. I already talked you off that ledge, but fucking go run up. Disregard me.
Here's the thing though. I want to differentiate to a point just because they all took Shovel Knight.
Yeah, they're all eating the same fucking bread out of the palms of YouTubers, and we're above that, you know.
Dude, Leaf had something with that Minecraft
Minecraft Steve.
Yeah. I mean,
put Fortnite in there too. Fuck it.
I want to see Geralt from The Witcher. Like, that's not gonna fucking happen.
Cloud got in there.
Okay, whatever.
That's a joke. That's a big joke.
And I can't guess Inklings, huh? There's some wacky stuff out there. I banned that. I put the kibosh.
The whole kibosh.
Leaf changed his Ice Climbers, which he's gonna make you do. And he put King K. Rool, which I was advocating
for. Suck my
for.
fucking nut, alright?
Oh, shit. Dude, ukulele. Hadn't even considered that.
They're not gonna do banjo, they're not gonna do fucking ukulele.
Here's a question.
The indie banjo? No.
Do you think we're gonna get...
No More Heroes, Travis is more likely than fucking ukulele.
Do you think we're gonna get an Animal Crossing character to coincide with...
Another one? I don't know if you could do that.
One of the many neighbors?
Well, it's just that the villager already has so many moves that are...
That's true.
Just franchise related, not that character related.
That's true.
It'd be tough. It'd be weird.
Okay.
It's cool enough that Villager's in there. I love Villager. He's got a great moveset. They had to give him an up B from a balloon fighter.
Fair enough. So nothing from Animal Crossing. Are we gonna get a Monster Hunter character?
That's another one that I've seen like kind of suggested from Capcom. But
are we gonna get a hunter, dude? What are they
you're
called?
You're gonna go with fucking Zero and a Monster Hunter? You think that's likely?
Oh, double Capcom. It's way more likely we get an X character than some obscure.
Because the collection's coming out.
Yeah. Dude, this is tough. This is just trying to think of something everyone else hasn't guessed. It's really.
I've already got my fifth, and it's not a good fifth, but I want to.
It's something.
Hurry this shit along.
Okay, I'm just gonna go Ribbon Girl.
Go do it.
I'm just gonna do it because I can't think of anything.
And then you have to think of one more. So
yeah, well, I'll let you go ahead with your fifth. Ribbon Girl, but I think it's more likely, honestly, that I'm gonna actually put this. I'm gonna put.
Just do Rayman for your fifth. Fuck it.
Fuck that. Arms, but I'm gonna denote
specifically
that
that's gonna be an Arms just
palette swap.
Right. How fucked up would it be if it was just like Helix, a weird goopy green man?
Goopy green man.
Nobody else.
I played like one test punch and said, this game's not for me.
I like the test punch. I would play it a lot more if I was living with people.
Sure.
Because I like doing that shit with couch co-op kind of stuff.
Did you play Arms?
Like a whole 30 minutes.
Dude, this is the best 30 minutes of your
so
whole
you and everybody
life.
else who bought that game?
Yeah, we played it up here one night. Cody played like 2 matches and was good on it. And
He said, fuck this game.
That was like the end of us playing Arms.
Oh, yeah.
And then he broke a chair.
He's always breaking chairs.
All right, so my fifth choice is Bomberman.
Damn it.
Because
I totally had this in my mind earlier, and...
Arcade, classic, been on every single Nintendo console, basically.
Every single.
NES, SNES, N64. It's a classic character, and it was a launch title, you know? So if there's going to be any Konami character, I think it's going to be Bomberman.
Okay. God, I'm struggling here because I want more sword users. I'm trying to think. Fire Emblem.
Swords are fun in Smash.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's only so much you can do with a sword wielder.
I mean, there's only so much you can do with someone who's just punching or throwing stuff, too.
I'm trying to think of Fire Emblem characters that we haven't gotten.
I was thinking if it's going to be a Fire Emblem character, it'll be from the new game.
And
because they had DLC from Fates, they had Lucina from Awakening, and then everyone else was just like old shit. Or Corrin was also from Awakening.
Yeah, I don't know. No, Corrin.
Chrom was in his final Smash, so I don't think you would get that character as a standalone. I think he'd be too much like Ike.
Chrom would basically just be Lucina or Marth.
She don't need that shit again.
No,
at least with not Robin, not Corrin, Robin, but at least with Corrin, they had a different moveset.
Corrin was not from Awakening; it was from Fates.
Yeah, I was thinking Robin. I got them mixed up because they're the player character.
Okay, I gotta really just. I don't want to get too crazy here. I don't want to get.
The only other thing I would think is like something from Shin Megami Tensei, which is way too.
No,
that's above my pay grade as far as like nerdiness.
We have 5 characters from Zelda, but we are gonna get a Shin Megami Tensei fucking character. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Atlas is like pretty big. They've had a good year. Even though Atlas is technically owned by Sega, but again, who knows how much that actually matters? That's just me reading the tea leaves.
Okay, so I gotta go villain. There is.
What, Magus? He's not a villain. Kefka.
Fuck, dude. I'm going.
Wait, is Magus the villain in Chrono Trigger?
I don't know.
And then Kefka's from Final Fantasy VI?
I'm gonna go Goku on this one.
Fuck you, dude. You're not doing Goku.
No, I don't even want
Mr.
Goku.
Satan.
I don't even want that shit. Get out of here.
You get Frieza. Smash.
Well, we're gonna get a Dragon Ball Z character when we get that Fighters announcement for Switch, bro.
Nah, you're just gonna get Mario and Fighters.
Okay. God, this is tough. I'm trying to think of Zelda villains.
Oh my god,
Nick, I'm trying to win a goddamn competition here.
How many Zelda games have you played that Ganon wasn't the villain?
But like, how many iterations of Ganon have there been?
Well, we need 2 Links, 2 Zeldas, and 2 Ganons just to really even out the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we've got 2 Bowsers and multiple Marios. We've only got 1 Peach, as far as that series goes.
Odyssey. I'm trying to think. What do we? Is there some weird, obscure? We're gonna
Cappy is a character.
We're gonna get the mayor from Odyssey. Here's the thing,
Pauline.
How likely do you think it is that Cappy is introduced in this game somehow, and that Mario's moves?
I think that's not unlikely. Didn't they change? Yeah, they changed his down B from the tornado to the flood.
Yeah,
Flood's bullshit. So they can just make the cape on down B and then just do the side B as the cap throw. You can probably fuck around with that.
That doesn't. I can't throw that.
You're not gonna hang your hat on that one.
Fucking shit.
That's thin. That's paper thin.
No, it totally is.
Paper thin.
Paper thin. Don't get me growled up because I want Paper Mario. I'm going Paper Mario. Fuck it. I'm going Paper Mario. I wasn't going to.
Yes, I got him to pick one. Paper Mario, notorious villain in the Zelda series.
No, I just want the Paper Mario. I want it so bad. They just did the Paper Mario on Wii U and the crossover on 3DS.
Yeah, everyone loved Color Splash.
The fucking garbage games, but
Paper Jam was a huge success.
What better way to reintroduce him to the world and be like, hey, we haven't forgotten and neglected this character.
We put a game out 2 years ago. Anyway, I agree. I would like a Paper Mario standalone character.
And he would be so unique.
Well, I mean, he'd be like a better Game & Watch.
That's all I've ever wanted in this life was a better Game & Watch.
You dream low, and I respect that.
So, my list. Simon Belmont, Breath of the Wild Link, which kind of a cop-out. 0 arms, specifically with the palette swap. You're going to have multiple arms characters and Paper Mario. You put Ice Climbers, which is... You got to pick a new... Dude,
that's not a cop-out. There's no indication that Ice Climbers is a guarantee.
Okay. Ice Climbers,
and you
Decidueye.
Fucking picked Breath of the Wild Link.
Sure, okay. Yeah, you're right. Banjo-Kazooie, Springman, Bomberman. A lot of men.
Well.
Okay, so I'm going to send this to the guys right now.
Do it.
And see what they say before we wrap up here.
Get a live reacts.
Yep. It's going to be good.
If they're not already all asleep.
Those old men. Those old men. You should text and say you're not changing.
I will do that.
I was going to be like, fuck you guys. It's not happening. Now, not trying to win a competition. I think King K. Rool could be likely. Especially like
it's decent, but I don't think he was in Returns or in Tropical Freeze.
Okay, there probably isn't an iconic villain for either of those games, not that anyone would know.
Yeah, K. Rool is more iconic, but that's kind of traveling down the rare.
It's safe to say though that we are going to get another Donkey Kong character.
I don't know how safe that is. They didn't get Diddy Kong until Brawl.
I'm having really not hardcore deja vu right now of having a very similar conversation.
It's weird. It's almost like we've talked about Smash Bros. In this room before.
It's just,
in our lives.
It's throwing me out. Do we record a podcast about it?
Potentially. With Max? Yeah, we talked about Smash with Max.
It's just a retread. Who cares? It came up. How serendipitous was it that they just said top 5 Smash characters as we're talking about Smash on a podcast?
Well, big surprise we're talking about Smash on a podcast. This could be any week.
That's true. I feel like we didn't get to any of the things we want to talk about because this happened.
Oh,
I'm okay with it.
That's fine.
I'm fine. And we have 8 minutes until our 11 p.m. cutoff, but I think we'll probably just cut it short right now.
Yeah.
That's this is the part where I look and the recording has stopped and we lost all of it. This has been the Constant Crusade podcast. This is the EJ's Having a Stroke podcast. This is the Nick and EJ Want to Talk Again for another 2-month podcast. Find Nick on Twitter. No one's going to find us on Twitter.
I don't think anyone's found me on Twitter. I bought a URL.
Did you?
Yeah.
You can do that?
Well, I got our consolecrusade.com.
Oh, I was like, you got a URL for Press Till Death?
No.
That's weird.
I bought a URL for the podcast.
Yeah.
So if you want to email us and that, you won't, but if you want, you can.
Yeah. I don't check the email often enough. We get those hot sponsors laying in wait.
I got you that forward, though, so if anyone wants to email you at ej@consolecrusade.com, they can.
Oh, dude. That forwards to what now?
Your email.
My email?
Yeah. your real ass email.
Slick.
I don't know if you can email out from it, but it's like,
you know what?
For receiving. That's good enough, right?
Here's the thing, though. Little quick insight here. If I take this job in Portland, I'll be in Portland every weekend, which means we can start recording on weekends. Yeah, and be regular as fuck about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you do that, then that'll be the truth.
And if I'm back, we're gonna build a little studio setup. Okay, here we go, guys. We got live reacts. So you can take your half point then, he says. Okay, take that for whatever. EJ, wow, entirely new Link alongside OG Link, huh? Here's the thing. Like you said, Nick,
you didn't say that, though.
No, it's going to be an entirely new Link. Breath of the Wild Link.
But you're not saying it alongside.
Okay, okay, so I don't necessarily know if they're going to...
But that's not the stipulation, I don't think.
No, it's going to be a new Link, new moves.
And I think it's going to replace it. You think it's possible that's alongside.
Sure, but either way, it's not going to be the Link we've known for 15 years. Wait.
Longer than that.
18 years.
Longer than that.
It's 2001.
Was it 99?
Oh my god, I'm thinking Melee. No, my god, you're right. 20 years. Oh my god, I always forget about 64.
Valid.
So yeah, Chris, to answer your question, I don't know if it's gonna be alongside it, but it's gonna be a new goddamn Link. He's gonna have some fucking Cryonis shit. He's gonna have some Magnesis shit,
different B moves. Maybe a Rivali's Gale for his up B.
Dude, oh god, that's so sick!
I'm all in on shield that. Can be a Daruk's protection.
I'm all in on this. I'm so in on this. Like, what a waste if they don't do it. Absolutely, brand new Link. It's gonna be cool. I'm stoked. Anyway, that's the Console Motherfucking Crusade podcast. We'll talk to you guys in another 2 months.
Good night.